Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How's it going with you?
All right, lovely day out here in Kentucky.
Yeah, it seems like it. I've seen some of the weather stuff, so it's not too bad here. It's raining a little bit. So
Yeah.
I guess today we're going to do Golden Gate Fields and see what happens there. So that ought to be fun. Going to have the El Camino Real today, which is one of the races that you can get points towards the Kentucky Derby. A lot of short fields, a lot of 6 horse fields here. So we just have to make sure we get through it all right.
All
Uh,
right then.
okay. So,
Okay.
anyway, let's start with the first race. And
Okay.
if you want to talk about,
Yeah, the first race is a 5.5 furlong on the all weather. Of course, everything's going to be on the all weather. Claiming price of 20,000 for Calbreds 3-year-olds. And then we got a simulation chart here. We have the simulation leaderboard here. It looks like the one has the best chance at getting the lead at the quarter pole, 61% chance. And then we have possibly the two pressuring him right around 26%.
all
And then
right.
when we're looking at the simulation odds, the one slightly an overlay by just under four to one, and we're slightly over morning line 4 to 1. And the two is right about even money, and it should be closer to 2 to 1.
Okay. Sounds great. All right. Well, I'll start off and talk about my horse to start with. That first race, I like that number 6 is my first pick, Piper's Causeway. He's finished in the money in 4 out of 6 starts at Golden Gate Fields, winning one of the races and loves the distance, finishing in the money in 7 out of 8 starts. He's won 2 of those races. Then number 3, Stolen Vote, my second choice, drops in class today, should improve while returning to a sprint, and they added Lasix. Number
You
5
know
is
what? Hang on,
with,
hang on, hang on.
yeah,
You're on race number 7.
race 7.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, I'm sorry.
yeah. I don't want to
There
go on
we.
race 7 yet.
How did I get to there?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I guess because we're rushing the strike. We were waiting for the scratches; they didn't come out. So anyway, uh, let's see. I'm actually talking about the horses in the seventh.
You were, yeah. I believe so. Well, I
Oh,
don't know. I've seen the chart up there. I'm sorry. I don't know. I looked at the chart.
okay, all
Let's
right.
start
Because I
over.
okay. Well, I started with a number 6, Piper's Causeway.
Okay.
Finished in the money in 4 out of 6 starts at Golden Gate Fields, and he loves the distance. He's won one of the races there, and he's been in the money 7 out of 8 starts at this distance, won 2. Then I like number 3, Stolen Vote. Drops in class today, should improve while returning to a sprint. They added Lasix. Then I like the 5 as my third pick. Drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey, likes the distance. Number 1 is my third or my long shot. He's finished in the money 5 out of 8 starts at Golden Gate Fields. He won one of those, and he switches to a high percentage winning jockey. I'm going to play a 50-cent pick 5. I'm going to start out with the 3-5-6. Then I'm going to use the 3-4 in the second leg. I'm going to single the 3 in the third leg. I'm going to use the 3-4 in the fourth leg. And then I'm going to use a 1-2-4-6 in the fifth leg.
Okay. All right. In this race, I have no bet, but I do like the 6 horse in this race. I think this horse has the speed. He drops in class. He ran third last time out. And then the 5 is my second choice here. This horse drops today. He has tactical speed. You got a hot jockey the last 7 days on him. And then the 1 horse is my third choice here. This horse drops today. The trainer gets 21% overall. And then my price horse here is the 2. He drops in class. You got a hot jockey in the last 7 days. And the gets 14% overall.
All right. So no
All right, let's go to,
no plates.
now
Go to
we'll
the
go to
second
race 2.
race. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So
Okay, so we have a mile in the 16th, claiming price of 16,000. for 4-year-olds and upward. And when it comes to our chart here, our simulation chart, we have the 3 horse with 50% chance of having the lead at the quarter pole. And the 4 horse is about 38% chance. So those 2 horses should be really winging it. And then when it comes to simulation odds, it looks like everybody should be about where they should be.
All righty. So you want to go ahead and talk about your horses?
Sure. Okay. Here in race 2, I have the 4 horse as my top choice. This horse drops in class, well bet last time. This horse should be closing. So I see this horse as the one to beat in this race. And he's actually probably my best bet of the day. And then the 3 horse is my second choice here. This horse has some speed. Hot jockey the last 7 days. Trainer gets 16%. And my third choice in this race is the 5. This horse drops in class, has tactical speed. Trainer gets 35% when he goes from turf to the all weather, which is a great angle. And then we have the 6 horse as my price horse. This horse also drops today. He ran fourth last time out, but it wasn't a bad fourth. He only got beat by a length and a quarter. He has some speed to do some damage. And my bets here today in this race, I have a $25 win bet on the 4. Then I'm starting a pick 4 with the 4. And then I'm going to my top 3 picks in the next leg, my top 3 picks in the third leg, and top 2 picks in the fourth leg.
All right. Well, I'm going to start out in this with the number 3 as my top pick. He finished second in his last start, earned highest last speed rating, and then has a high percentage winning jockey. And your top pick, number 4, is my second pick, Shot of a Lifetime. He had a lot of trouble in his last race. He drops in class today. He has a trainer who wins 20% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back again. And he has the highest speed figure at today's distance. Then I like number 5 as my third choice, East Rand. He drops in class today and won the last all-weather race he ran at. Race before this one, the race before his last one at GoldenGateFields. Then I like the 1 as my long shot, Table for 10. He finished third versus Tougher in his last race. The rail post is winning at a 22% clip. He drops in class today and has the highest speed figure at today's distance. And I'm going to play a pick 4. I'm going to use the 3 and your top pick 4. Then I'm going to single the 3 in the next leg. I'm going to use the 3, 4 in the fourth leg, and I'm going to use the 1, 2, 4, 6. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing some pick 4s and pick 5s because that's where I think I can see a little value. So that's what I'm doing all day today at this track. Here we got race number 3 coming up. We got 6 furlongs here, allowance of 50,000. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, which have started for a claiming price of 50,000 or less and have never won 2 races. All right, in this race, our simulations odds and leaderboard, we have the 3 here. It looks like we'll have basically a 60% chance of having the lead at the quarter pole, and then the 2 at a 33% chance. So with those 2, I mean, looks like they're going to be winging it big time. And then when it comes to simulations odds, the 3 is supposed to be like what, 1 to 9, and then but the morning line says 1.5. So there's a little value there, and that's all we have on the odds.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll go ahead and talk about mine. And in this race, I like the 3. Crystal Proof is my top pick. She won her last race at GoldenGateFields, has the highest last speed rating, and also switches to high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then I like the number 1 horse as my second choice. She had trouble in her last race at a mile, and returning to a sprint should help. The rail post is winning at a 20% clip, and she drops in class today. Then the number 6 is my third pick. Finished at second in her last race, or last 2 races actually, and has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 4, City Glitter is my long shot, likes the distance, has a bullet workout on February 4th best of 60. And I'm going to play a $10 win ticket on the 3, which is the 3 is my best bet of the day.
Oh, okay.
So
So our back-to-back best bets. Maybe that could be a good double, huh? What do you think?
yeah, could be. So anyway, okay.
Okay, race number 4. We got 6 furlongs. It's a maiden claiming of 8,000 for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. So this is the bottom level when it comes to maidens, that is. Okay, so here on our simulation board, it looks like the 4 has a 31% chance of having the lead at the quarter pole, but that 3 is going to have something to say with that, 27% chance. And you also have the 1 and the 5, they're going to push it along right around 17% chance of having the lead. Then when we have the simulation odds, we have the 3 at just under even money, and the morning line says just under 2-1. So that might be your overlay here, and that's all we have for that.
All right. You want to talk about your horses then?
Sure. In this race, I like the 4 horse. This he ran fourth last time, but it was a good fourth, 3/4 of a length off the leader. Uh, Second after a layoff, you got a hot jockey the 7 days. So I think this horse is going to be very tough to deal with. The 3, which is another tough customer, I believe, ran second last time out, second after a layoff. Jockey gets 22% overall. The 1 horse drops in class today. Rail gets 20%. Wong gets 32% when he drops them down 2 levels or more. So, there's always a great angle, and he's a very good trainer. The 7 horse is my price horse. This horse has got some solid works. Trainer gets 16% with first timers. The dam has 5 winners from 6 starters, which ain't too bad if you ask me.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off with the number 3 as my first pick. She ran second versus similar her last race, only losing by a neck. Has the highest last speed rating and has a high percentage winning jockey. And then number 4 is my second pick. Was only beaten 3/4 of lengths versus similar her last start, and her best all-weather speed is fastest among today's starters. Then I like the number 1, Fireball Molly, as my third pick. Hopped at the start in her debut race, which really affected the race, and she's trained by Jonathan Wong and ridden by Edwin Gonzalez, a really good combination that's won 6 out of the last 12 starts. I like the number 5, Missing Penny, as she comes in from Southern California to try GoldenGateFields for the first time and drops in class today. So that would be my long shot.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to be on to the 5th race. This race is at a 1 mile and it's optional claiming of 50,000, non-winners of 1. We have for 3-year-olds and upward, no, just for 3-year-olds, excuse me, which have never won 15,000 other than maiden claiming, starter, or even a state bred race, and have never won 2 races or claiming price of 50,000. All right, then when it comes to the leaderboard, it looks like a 2-horse race. Who's going to get the lead at the quarter pole? They're saying the 1 at basically 45% chance, and the 5 at 45% chance. So if they're saying those 2 horses, I think the 1 myself is going to get that lead, but the 5 is not too shabby if you ask me. And then when it comes to the simulation odds, we have the 1 slightly under 2-1, morning line's 2-1, and the 4 is slightly under even money, and it's going to be about 1.5 on morning line.
All right. Well, I like number 1 as my top pick, Rousing Jewel. She ran second verse in her last race, and her best all-weather speed is fastest among today's starters. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and a good workout on February 4th. Number 4 is my second pick. She finished 4th in her last race after starting off really slow, but has a high percentage winning jockey, Evan Roman, who returns to ride her again after winning on her the race before last, and she has a bullet workout on February 4th. And number six, my third pick, has two career races, has won two career races in a row, is going for a hat trick, has a high percentage winning trainer, and has a good workout on February 4th. And then my long shots, number two, she won her last race on the all weather track at Golden Gate Fields and at today's distance. I'm going to do a pick five. In that first race, I'm going to use the one as a single. Then in the sixth, I'm going to use the four as a single. Then I'm going to use the 2-4 with the 1-2-4-5 with the 2-4-5-6.
Yeah, and I got a pick five here, but I'm going to go with my top four picks in this race because I think it's pretty wide open myself overall. But the next leg, I'm taking my top two picks. The third leg, I'm taking my top three picks. Then I'm finishing off my top two picks on the fourth and the fifth leg.
Okay. Now, did you get to talk about your horses in here yet? Or
No, I have not. In this race, race number five, I like the four horse here. This horse has tactical, adds the blinkers. Uh, you have a hot jockey and trainer combo, lasts 14 days on this horse. So this horse, I think, is going to be a tough horse to beat. But that one is definitely a tough horse here. He ran second last time out. Trainer gets 28% when they go from a sprint to a route. You got a trainer that gets 53% second time on Lasix. That's what's happening here today. And then the five is my third choice here. This horse won last time out. Definitely has the speed to steal this race. Adds Lasix. Trainer gets 22% overall. And then your third choice, which is my price horse, the sixth horse, is undefeated in two starts and has some speed. But look at those odds, 8-1
yeah,
for an
nice.
undefeated horse. So that kind of shows you about this race. It's pretty tough overall. So that's why I took off four and start off my pick four. I
All
mean pick
right.
five, excuse me.
Okay. Well, listen, folks, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. Give us a thumbs up, hit the little bell so you're get an indication when we're going online. And also subscribe to our social sites, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Horse, the number two day, and go ahead and give us thumbs up there and likes if you like what you see today. So, all right, let's move on to the sixth race. And
Okay, sixth race. We have a 6 furlongs uh, for 50, optional claiming 50,000 non-winners are one. For 3-year-olds which have never won 15,000 other than maiden claiming starter or even a state bred race and have never won two races or claiming price at claiming price 50,000. And the sixth race here we have for the simulation for the quarter pole, who's going to have the speed to get to the quarter pole, we have the four horse here at 43% chance of getting the lead at the quarter pole. But there is tons of other speed in here. You got the one, the three, and even the five, all around between 19 and 16%, all going to be going after them. So it's not going to be all alone by themselves out there. I think the one is going to be a tough horse to beat.
why don't you tell us about your horses, how you like them, and why?
Yeah, in this race, I like the one horse here. This horse ran second last two times. The trainer gets 19%. This is the when he does the second time Lasix, which that's what we have. Um, and the rail gets 20% overall. So that's a pretty good percentage, which I think this horse is going to be challenging the lead, at least sitting second or third, I think. And then the four horse here is my second choice. This horse probably will be on the lead. He won last time out. Well bred. This trainer gets 18%. So you can't, toss this horse at all. I don't think. The three horse in this race is my third choice. One last time out. You got a hot jockey trainer in the last 14 days on, and this horse will be closing. And then my price horse here is that five. Ran third last time out. It's got that tactical speed. He can sit about third or fourth. And this is his second time late six also. And I also put another pick four in here. I got my top two choices in this race with the top three choices in the second leg, top two choices in the third leg, and my final leg, I have my top three choices.
All right. I like in this race, my top choice is the 4 Zeus Warrior, uh, or War, I mean. He won his debut race at GoldenGateFields at today's distance, has a high percentage winning trainer, and a good workout on February 5th. And then I like the 3 as my second choice, won his debut race at GoldenGateFields, has a trainer jockey combination who's won 2 of the last 3 starts. And then number 1, my third pick, has finished in the money in 6 out of 8 career starts, winning 2 of the races, has a good workout February 5th. And my long shot is the 2, Trinidad, won his last race at GoldenGateFields, earning the highest last speed rating, and his best all-weather speed is fastest among today's starters. I'm going to play a pick 4. I'm going to use a single 4, use the 2-4 with the 1-2-4-5 with the 2-4-5-6, and I'm going to bet for $10 to win on the 4.
All right.
Okay, shall we go on to the 7th race then?
Yeah, we're moving along here. The seventh race is a 5.5 furlongs maiden claiming for 25,000 for fillies, 3-year-olds. This race, the simulations odds and leaderboard looks like the 1 uh, should have the lead, about 61% chance. I see that as the main leader. They're saying the 2 might challenge that horse a little bit. And then when it comes to simulation odds, we have the 1 slightly under 4-1, and the morning line says, a little over 4.5-1. The 2, right under even money, and you got slightly under 2-1 on morning line on that one. So you got a couple of overlays when it comes to the odds.
All right. Do you want to tell us what
Yeah.
you like, or you want me to go ahead?
No, I'll go. That's fine.
Okay.
This race, I really think the 1 is going to go out in the lead, and I think they're going to have to. I don't know if they're going to catch this horse, to be honest with you. Horse has tons of speed. Um, Drink up Buttercup. I mean, I say that to half of my friends all the time. But anyway, gets a weight break here today. Trainer gets 15%. Like I said, it's got the speed of the speed. My second choice here is that 7. This horse has a little bit of the tactical speed. He's going to have to sit like third or fourth. They add the blinkers today, so they're trying to get a little bit more focused. This trainer gets 38% when it goes from straight maiden to a maiden claiming, which is the biggest drop there is in horse racing. And my third choice here is the 2. Ran second last time. Well bet last time out. And Wong is the trainer, and he gets 20% overall for every year, pretty much.
Yep.
And then my price horse here is that 4 horse. Uh, Probably not much of a price, but I still think he might go off around 3 to 4-1. Bred for speed, we'll have to see, of course, and it's got some solid works.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like the number 2 as my first pick. Get my point. She ran second versus similar in her last race, and her best all-weather speed is fastest among today's starters. And she has a high percentage winning trainer, as you said, who wins 27% of the time when bringing back a beaten favorite to race again. Then I like that first-time starter, number 4, Conquest Rocks. Has a good workout on February 4th. I like 5 as my third choice, finished third in her debut race and was well bet in that debut. And then I like the number 1 as my long shot, Drink Up Buttercup. She was only beaten 2 lengths versus similar in her last start. I'm going to play a pick 3 here. I'm going to use the 2-4 with the 1-2-4-5 with the 2-4-5-6. So
Yeah. So you have you tell your friends, or did your friends tell you to drink up Buttercup?
I've never heard that term before. So I don't really know, but
Yeah.
it's funny, that's for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah. So
Okay, go
let's
ahead.
go on with the 8th race then.
This is what we're all here for. The 8th race at Golden Gate. This is
Yeah,
points awarded to the Kentucky Derby.
El Camino Real. See, and I'm wearing this hat. It says Golden Gate
Yeah.
Fields, and that's from last year's El Camino Real. So,
All right. This is definitely for 3-year-olds because they're all on the path of the Kentucky Derby. And how many points does the first place get? Let me look here. 10 points, right?
yeah,
10 points to
yep,
first
10.
place. So now we're starting to get into the points. I think it's what next week or 2 weeks from now they start going into 20s and 25s.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, for 3-year-olds that trying to get into that Kentucky Derby, everyone's dream. And then when it comes to the leaderboard, it looks like the 8 is going to be running these eyeballs out. Should be about 63% chance. The 5 has a 31% chance of getting the lead at the quarter pole. So those two horses probably winging it pretty good. Simulation odds. Looks like, wow, that's pretty close. The 2, slightly over 2 to 1. The morning line says 3. The 3 horse is the big overlay. Look at that.
Yeah.
3 to 1 and 10 to 1 morning line.
Wow, that's a large overlay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I guess I can start off if you want me to,
Yeah.
and I'll start off with number 4 as my first pick, and he finished in the money in 7 races out of 8 career races. Has a high percentage winning trainer. Switches to a high percentage winning jockey, and then number 1 is my second pick. Gilmore won his last race on an all-weather track at Los Alamitos at a mile, and is stretching out. And I don't think that'll be a problem for him. And then number 2, Chase the Chaos, is my third pick. Finished in the money in all 5 career races and won 2 of those, including his last race at Golden Gate Fields. And then I like the number 5 as my long shot. He's undefeated in 2 career starts and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. So I have no bets here.
No bets.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, all my bets are in those pick fours and pick fives with this race, I think.
Yeah, I ran
Um,
out of money too. So
yeah. So, uh, my first choice here is the same as yours. The 4 here. It's really tough horse. He ran third last time out. Trainer gets 25% when they goes from dirt to all weather. Jockey gets 21%, and then the 1 horse is my second choice here. Won last time out. Baffert does get 32% when they're 46 plus days, and he's well bred. It's a horse of a lifetime again for the 20th thousandth time for Baffert to have a horse in these type of races. And then my third choice here is the 2. He won last time out. He was well bet. He does have that tactical speed. He could sit there third or fourth all the way around and probably try to make one big move. The 6 horse is my price horse here. He won last time out. Wong again. He might have a good day here himself, but Wong gets 26% when he has a horse that won last time out, and he puts a jockey that's 24% on the year. So it's not a bad price, at 12 to 1. To look at that.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on here to this last and final race, and we'll get going here. Get people out to the track. You're going to start in about 30 minutes. And one good thing is there's no scratches that I can tell at all. So,
Yeah. Okay, race number 9 is a straight mile, claiming price of 4,000 for fillies and mares. 4-year-olds and upwards would have never won a race since November the 1st, or have never won four races. So in this race, simulation board is the 2 gets a 60% chance of having that lead at the quarter pole, but the 5 is going to have something to say about that, I guess. 25% chance of having that lead, so should be pressuring it. I mean, that's going to be tough there on that aspect to push that 2 a little bit. When it comes to the odds, simulation odds, the 2 slightly over 2 to 1 odds. Morning line says over 3 to 1, and then that's about it when it comes to the odds.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and go through your horses then?
Sure. Okay. In this race, the 5 horse is my top pick. Um, I think he's going to have to sit second. He might pressure him a little bit. I think he has more of that tactical speed for closing. So this horse drops in class, and the trainer gets 25% when he drops the horse down two or more levels. So you got a horse that's doing all that. So I think this horse might be dangerous. The 4 horse is my second choice. Um, Once again, another horse that drops. The trainer gets 19% when he drops him down two levels or more. Another horse that should be closing on that aspect. And then the 3 horse is my third pick. He drops in class also. Trainer gets 25% when he drops him down 2 levels or more. Jockey and the jockey overall gets 16%. And my price horse is the 6. He has some speed there. He could sit a sneaky speed. The trainer gets 21%, so he fits well with these type of horses.
All right. And like you, I like that 5 horse as my top pick. She drops in class today, has the highest last speed rating, and a trainer who wins 25% of the time when he drops a horse down 2 classes. And then number 4, my second pick, here comes Ralphie. Reminds me of Christmas Story. Anyway, she drops in class today. Her best all weather dirt speed is, all weather speed is fastest among today's starters. And she has a jockey in the last 7 days that finished in the money 6 out of 8 starts, winning 2 of those, 3 seconds and a third. Number 2 is my third pick, Secret Square. Switches to a high percentage winning trainer and drops in class today and has the highest speed figure at today's distance. Then a long shot is number 6, Delmar Flash, finished in the money in 70% of her starts at GoldenGateFields and has a high percentage winning trainer. And because I've ran out of money, I don't have anything else to bet, so I didn't bet anything else. So, and
Yeah,
if you're
so we have a fictitious $100 to spend on our bets, so that's how we run out of money. So if you bet more at the track and you want to go with our picks or whatever, you just go accordingly to how much money you take to the track. So
That's right.
um, yeah,
And
Rich was supposed to join us today. Do this rate. These races. But you know what, Terry? I now know that he's scared to be on the show with 2 good-looking guys like us. I now know that for a fact. He couldn't get into our computers. He didn't know how to pick them. So he just said, I'm too scared that they're too good looking anyway.
That's right. And listen, folks, if you want to get some help with the horse race picks, why don't you go over to Guaranteed Tip Sheet and look there. The free track today was Fowler Park, although I think it's probably pretty. I don't know. That's a morning track, isn't it? Uh,
Honor, I think so. I didn't
yeah.
check it out myself
So
today.
it's probably mostly gone by now. But anyway, and if you're looking for sports bets like college basketball, go to the professor. He's does a pretty darn good job. You can find links down below on this page in the descriptions. And then this coming Monday night, I think it's Sean and Jamie, and they're going to have the Horse Center show at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I think on their show will be Justin Evans, which is a jockey, and I think a
No,
jockey.
Justin Evans. No, he's a
Oh,
trainer. He's a
trainer.
trainer in Arizona.
Okay,
He's a
my
very good trainer, by the way.
my bad.
No, it's okay.
All right, and then on Monday, Rich and I will be back at 11:30 p.m. or Eastern Time a.m. and we'll be doing the parks racing as normal. Do you have anything else you want to add to the
No,
show?
well, basically, everybody knows tomorrow is Super Bowl, so everyone have fun watching the game, but please be safe out there. This is the time of the year. Still, the roads are bad. So, but Terry, who do you like in the Super Bowl?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pull for, even though I don't like either team, I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull for the Eagles. So
Okay.
yeah, and I'm gonna do that just because they, they beat the 49ers, and I think what's going to happen, I think that the quarterback for the Kansas City is going to have a little bit of problem. I don't think that he can get
Yeah.
well that fast. So
Yeah, it's a tough game for me to choose. I'm leaning a little bit towards the Eagles too, but it's going to be. I think overall it should be a good game.
oh, I do
Um,
too.
I
I
hope
think it,
so. I mean, I don't want to blow out either way.
no,
Be honest with you,
I think it's
but
going to be close.
yeah. So everyone have fun eating some kind of chicken. The buffalo chicken and stuff, and have
Yeah.
some a couple of drinks. But please be safe. Like I said.
Yeah, don't drive and drink. And also, here are our picks for the total day. Another look at them. So there you go. Anyway, so we really enjoyed being with you today. Sorry it got off to a little bit of a rocky start, but that's what happens when you got a brand new pilot here. And so anyway, you everybody have a great rest of the day. And no matter what you're doing, whether it's in the races or anything else in life, I hope that everything, and we hope that everything ends up in the
Winner circle.
all righty.
All right.